Welcome to Under the Marquee. I'm your host, Matt Gonzalez, and you might be curious right now, what the hell am I listening to, and why do I care? You're not alone, but please don't change the channel or whatever. Trust me, this will be worth it. This is a podcast I threw together. We're going to be interviewing local musicians. They're going to be playing a couple songs. We're going to be talking with them. Is it an interview? Sure. Is it a hang? More so. Are they playing some music? Absolutely. And it's going to be a lot of fun. And now you might be curious, who are you and why are you taking us on this journey? I don't know why I'm doing it, but I am Matt Gonzalez, and I am a musician. I grew up in Southern California. I grew up in Santa Monica, Venice Beach, and been living in Austin, Texas for about 10 years. And recently, I had a near-death experience where I almost passed away from pancreatitis, and was in the hospital for 17 days, on a feeding tube for 3 months, lost a bunch of weight, barely walk. Wasn't fun. Do not recommend. Take care of yourselves. And upon coming back out into the real world and kind of letting people know what had happened to me, some amazing friends got together and threw me a benefit concert, and it really reminded me how lucky I am to have such special people in my lives and such talented musicians as friends. People I've just gotten to know over the many years on this earth, and many more that I'm hoping to stay on it. And then about a week later, I went camping, and I was looking for podcasts to listen to, and I was like, man, it'd be nice if there was a podcast with all the people I know on it. And light bulb went off, marquee went off, if you will, and here we are. I decided, why not do it myself? So please follow me on this journey. It's going to be a lot of fun. We're going to have a lot of badass musicians on here. I can't wait to tell you all the people that are going to be on here. And without any further ado, let's start off with the first badass. It's a giant dog. And if you are watching, there's a little thing next to me. It says a giant dog. And for those of you in Austin, Texas that live here, you probably already know who they are because they are hometown heroes. We love them. They put on a hell of a show. And when they said they were interested and they'd be willing to do it, I can't tell you how excited I was. Nervous as shit because I've never done a podcast. Didn't really want to be a podcast host, but here we are. And can't tell you how excited. We have a lot of really great people. But without any further ado, please let me introduce Sabrina Ellis and Andrew Cashin. They have many bands that they're in. They have solo projects. This is one of their oldest bands that they've been in together for countless years. And what a dynamic duo of friendship they have, musicians, and everything in between. I can't tell you how super excited I am to have them as our first guest. So without any further ado, let's hop over to the interview where we talk a bunch of stuff. It's going to be great. And don't forget to subscribe and follow, the Instagram and the YouTube. It is at Under the Marquee Podcast. All right. Without any further ado, let's go. Welcome, guys.
Do you want us to
serenade me with a little ditty?
Are you gonna dance?
If you don't mind, I would love to.
Yeah?
I'll dance on my seat.
All right.
Heaven, God had a love forbidden, some gold and one in closets. We had to hide. There's envy in angels' eyes. Daydream, daydream, daydream. Human, where'd you get your arms from? Use them just like an algorithm. Your body was never ever welcome. There's peace here in Avalonia.
You liked it?
You liked it?
I liked it. I loved it. Hey, what song was that?
A Daydream.
Daydream.
From our latest album called A Giant Dog Bite.
Bite.
The song is about a narcissistic, sociopathic CEO, but it's kind of his origin story. He had some tenderness about him. He got lost in the sauce, though.
This is a real person?
But no.
I wasn't sure.
A figment.
Yes.
A figment. He's a figment.
We created a fictional world called Avalonia
Yeah, right.
for this new, or the latest record that we did.
Yeah.
And we created a bunch of characters and,
That was Joseph Begetter,
yeah,
the CEO.
of Avalonia.
Yeah, right.
And he uses his vulnerability, his origin story, to make himself trustworthy to people.
What do we say? It's like a mix between Elon Musk and Wayne Coyne.
Oh, wow.
I feel so not. I mean, I don't know that he would, but if Wayne Coyne had to hear that, she's like, ugh, like send a shiver of like, what did we have to do to get that mix?
Yeah, but it's good imagery.
Oh, I know
Yeah.
it's. I mean, because we wanted Wayne Coyne to be the aesthetic, like we wanted
Like
his
the Willy Wonka.
Yeah,
Yeah, right.
We just wanted his body and Elon Musk's problems.
Yeah.
I didn't realize you guys made characters for the last time. Sorry, that's on my bad. I didn't know that.
No.
I think a lot of people didn't.
Yeah, I was gonna say I don't know if I was supposed to know that, but
Yeah.
We drew it all out into a little comic strip, and we made Xeroxes, but we forgot to send them out to merge to put into the LPs.
I heard I have a friend that works in movies, and they said a similar thing about when they were making some movies that there's the backstory is like a whole nother story in itself. There's like they have full on characters with stories that they don't even talk. Sometimes you would never know,
Yeah.
but they're dressed. Their whole fashion, everything that's going on to them is a whole drawn out book that nobody ever gets to read. So that's pretty wild.
It kind of reminds me of my whole life.
What was the first band that you all played in?
Name redacted.
Yep.
It was a cover band.
Hey, yeah,
We played classic rock.
We got asked
Oh,
to
yeah.
do a homecoming dance
yeah, right.
for high school that Sabrina went to. And yeah, the parents loved it. The chaperones were just in the back.
Did you guys get some dad rock?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Doing some Joan Jett, some Stevie Wonder. I forget what else.
Rocky Horror Picture Show.
Jimi Hendrix.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Anything from the Back to the Future soundtrack.
Basically all the students were just like, when's the DJ coming on? There's the theater kids loved it. But
And
Theater kids are pretty willing, I find, to understand how people put their throat there, like put their neck out. I think theater kids appreciate vulnerability and are less judgmental overall.
were you a theater kid?
Of course.
Yeah. Yeah, of course.
Still am.
Fuck yeah.
wish you had a handful of glitter to throw.
All right, we got to put that in the budget. We got to put that in the budget for next time. Yes, I mean, I can't think of like a better, duo in Austin. When I
I was
was,
about to be like Hall and Oates.
I mean, maybe.
They're from Austin?
Yeah, they're from Austin.
No, I just
They're locals.
name a better duo.
Yeah.
I'll wait.
But you guys,
Easy.
how has that journey been with the T? Like, how'd you guys meet, and how has that journey been going on for as long as it's been? How many years is that? Say 18?
22 years of knowing each other,
Yeah.
16 years with a giant dog.
Shit.
Shit is right.
Damn. Yeah, that's a long time.
It's
Good shit.
Yeah.
like that shit you did in your pants while you were doing the intro, and then you're like, now I
Yeah.
have to sit
If I
in
cut
this.
it out, then I'll make sure to let you guys know. I shat my pants earlier, so they have to smell it right now. Sorry.
Actually, it's like an 8 out of 10. It's not bad.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah.
Yes. All right. You heard it here first.
Now I'm confused because I'm like, I thought that maybe, so on a shit scale, I thought that a 1 would be more innocuous and that a 10 would be more an impressive smell. An 11 would be like
I think
hospitalization.
When I said 8 out of 10, I was like, I can still breathe. That's an 8 out of 10.
So for you,
So that's good. The
a
10 is a
1
good.
Yeah.
would be like a toxic.
Yeah. I'm going to pass out.
yeah. I get that.
Like you're hotboxing
Yeah.
me with your.
1 is something's dying inside me.
Yeah.
And you guys are vomiting.
Yeah.
Yeah. That makes sense.
Man, that took like what? 2 minutes for us to get on the subject of poop? That's a record.
It's just natural,
Yeah.
I had one question. What got you started in music, and what kind of keeps you in music? What keeps you enthralled with it? What got the spark in the beginning, and what keeps it there all the time? Like, what keeps you coming back?
For me, I think every instance is new, which can get exhausting. Like touring, even though we go to the same venues sometimes that we've played like 6 or 7 times, each gig is brand new, and I like chaos and excitement, and it's better than sitting at a desk and
Yeah.
having monotony. I don't know.
I
Is
think
that-
that's a question I have to ask myself every album cycle or every maybe 2 years. What's keeping me? I think writing's always going to be important for me because it's a way to process and make sense of things. Sometimes you just realize that everything that you were doing was a pattern of people pleasing to kind of recover from whatever kind of kid you were, and then it kept you in your youth, in your youthful processing, and then you maybe had hoped that you could like sustain your adulthood off of it, and then when you can't, one does have to wonder what's keeping me doing this, and as a really realistic person, I see how making the decision to be an artist is one of the most irrational decisions one can make, and we just keep choosing it. Sometimes it feels like a religion, like you're choosing a reward that you're not currently experiencing, but that you have hope will come. And other times it feels like choosing a toxic relationship. This has caused me pain, health problems, financial instability, yet I choose you because it's just hard to step off a roller coaster
Damn, yeah.
as it's moving.
I get that.
Or a wave if you're a ship. But I found that I think the reason I've been able to do it for so long is that 45 minutes on stage
Yeah.
is like the closest I've been to a nirvana, to meditating myself away from the pain of existence.
Yeah.
And it's lovely to do something for years and years and have it remove you from your struggle, your struggle of the present, and to realize like, wow, I've gotten just so locked in with something that every time I do this, I feel spot on. I'm in the zone. It's glorious. I never have a bad show. I don't listen to my head talk while I'm up there. And then you can like ride that for years and years and feel really lucky that ever even happened. Then you lose that and you're like, I'm now struggling through the 45 minutes that was my drug, was my meditative state.
Yeah, right.
Oh goodness, have I failed my body? Have I failed my religion? Have I failed?
I don't think you failed. What's your favorite part about music? Is it the 45 minutes on stage? Is it listening to music? Is it creating music in the studio? Is it the performance on stage? I know it's a bit of all of them, but if there's like one, that's a weird question, but
Yeah, I have my favorite parts about each of those.
of course.
I think the thing that I get the most gratification from is being in a studio
Wow.
and having an idea go from nothing to a finished product
Yeah, totally.
that I can listen back to and hopefully enjoy.
It's like your baby. You're creating
Yeah,
something
out of nothing.
out of nothing, out
And
of your
that-
own thoughts.
Yeah, I can ride that high for a while.
Yeah, you're
fucking
really
great.
good in the studio. I see you get just like that kind of Hulk energy
Yeah.
mentally, and it's exciting. And I imagine you have a frustration prior to that of hearing everything go on in your head and wanting to hear it heard. I'm a little bit different. Like I really love that moment when a song is written. You're in that 30 minutes or hour or day or 4 days after, and your own song is stuck in your head. So it becomes
yeah.
something that went from abstract ideas to something real that lives and exists. And I understand that so many people then really crave to hear it played back to them. But for me, the biggest excitement is that creation feeling.
Yeah, I totally get that. There's that moment when it's stuck in your head, and you're like, "Oh, this is nice," you know. It's like you get to hear it
This
back.
is happening to me.
if I
Maybe
don't-
this will happen to millions of other people.
I mean, you're your own, worst critic. So that's kind of whenever I get something, I'm like, "Oh, I don't hate that."
Yeah.
Then that gets me excited. 16 years you guys have been playing. You guys have been playing music, multiple bands since. Where would you say you're at in your like musical journey? Like, if you could look at it all from an outside point of view, like, are you? And I was thinking, like, what would be some stages? Like, and I was thinking, well, there'd be like, fuck everything that moves, rock and roll stage. Obviously, not in the beginning stage anymore. But then there's also like, are you in your planting stage where you just like to have a lot of plants at home? And like, where are you at in your personal stage and that relationship with music, if that makes sense?
I mean, we've both put out solo stuff. We said,
Are those the plants at home? I don't know if I like
well,
that.
but I mean, we've said, well, we got 8 albums worth of stuff together.
Yeah,
Like, yeah, eventually you got to branch off.
yeah.
I know that's frowned upon in the rock and roll industry, kind
No.
of. I don't know.
Your live performances, both of you guys, are inspiring. Every time I get to see you guys in any form, it is inspiring. And even if it's acoustic, I think one of the first times I saw you, Sabrina, was at like David Ramirez's house, acoustically for Just I think it was pandemic times, and still just it just gave me all of the energy and all the inspiration. Like, do you guys ever? And then your live shows are just fucking bonkers. Do you guys ever not have that energy like ready to go? And what do you guys do in that moment?
All the time.
All the time, I bet. Yeah.
It's just the diving board. You just walk to the edge and you go, all right,
Yeah.
let's go.
You jump in.
Yeah, let's do it.
Yeah, there's certainly times when I think, oh, what's about to happen is impossible.
Yeah.
Like when it's not solo. When it's solo, it's this weird duality because playing solo is like that dream where you're naked in high school. And so I can play in front
And
of
everyone else is naked.
Yeah.
You just get in a pile.
If that was the case.
Oh, man, you have a way better
It's like
dream
that
than mine.
dream where you're naked in high school, and when I have to play solo, I get the
naked feeling.
I get the largest adrenaline rush, and it overwhelms me, and I think I'm gonna pass out from it. Like I think I'm just gonna explode or something, and
Does that just switch once you get on stage? maybe?
hopefully,
Yeah.
I mean, it's really betrayed me sometimes. You
Shit.
know, made me forget things or messed up my hands. But lately, I've been getting better at being like, this is a drug. Just
Ride that
process and understand the drug. Like appreciate the drug. Be curious about the drug. And I've gotten better at processing my adrenaline because of that. But with the rock and roll,
Yeah.
and it's the rock and roll. It's for me, those drums. Like as soon as I hear the drums, it's like a war battle drums, a war cry, and my body feels ready to do things that I'm not brave enough really
I get that.
to do.
I get that. There's a couple bands I've seen recently, especially since pandemic, that I've like, will try to cut a couple corners and not have a drummer and just go. It's always blows my mind. I'm like, don't cut the drum corner out of all of them because that gives you the fucking life, you know. And without that, I keep hearing like drum machines or backing tracks. I'm like, you don't need two other guitars. Get rid of them and get the drummer back in there because that, to me, I need to hear that.
Sure.
But do you guys have any crazy road stories?
I think the sweetest most recently was last year when we were in Europe. We really had one of the times of our lives.
Really?
I could have died after that and been just fine, not missed anything. Anyway, yeah, we had one of the times of our lives, and we were there for 6 weeks, quite a while. We started in northern Germany, and then we went around Western Europe, and then we ended in Bavaria, which is kind of what they described as Bible Belt.
Bavaria. Beast. Okay.
Bavaria. We didn't know what to expect from Bavaria, and it was one of the best times because they have a lot of DIY punk
Yeah.
situations going on there. So people who really, really needed the guts to the wall show. And Andrew's birthday often falls while we're touring in September. And so we happened to be in this tiny town, which is really hard for me to even pronounce, Pfarrkirchen. It starts with a P, like pterodactyl. It's like Pfarrkirchen. I'm so sorry, Germany. I'm coming back to live there. So this shouldn't be played when I'm applying for my visa.
What was the sweetest thing there?
The
Just whole story?
sweetest thing was that the person hosting us just slyly overheard us talking about how it's Andrew's birthday and that we were playing Andrew's birthday in this what used to be a church, and that it was going to just be this interesting night. And this sly little punk rocker who was hosting the show showed up like an hour before the show with a little hat box, and which are round. They're a round box. Takes this lid off, and it's this kind of melty cake that says "Happy Birthday, Andrew."
This is a small town. Too. Like,
Went and found a fucking
yeah. Like,
sorry, a smudging cake.
No, you can
at
curse
like
all you want.
what 7, 8 p.m. at
oh,
night.
shit.
Like
in the countryside.
probably literally like ran on foot.
knocking on
So,
doors.
yeah.
Do you have a cake?
Yeah.
Wow.
There's a birthday.
Holy shit.
So
What kind of cake was
sweet.
it?
Chocolate.
Chocolate? Yeah, I think you
so.
said
Yeah,
chocolate.
chocolate with chocolate.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah.
Do you guys like sweets? Oh, you're not a sweets person, huh? Are you a sweet person?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
You want an eclair?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let me go run on foot to.
I brought some eclairs.
Do you want to live deliciously?
Do you guys like to live delicious? I brought some eclairs.
Okay.
I heard that you don't like sweets really, but neither do I. But I love an eclair.
Yeah.
There's like a savory aspect to
No,
it.
yeah, Andrew doesn't like sweets, but rude of you to not offer the eclair. I think part of the reason is he wants to just be like, oh, no, thanks. No, you're not rude at all. I just,
If you don't want,
I'll never
like,
forget the
eclairs,
time you walked around the corner.
Here's
and
a
I
little
was,
chocolate cake for you too.
Did you know this was back there? Is this why you told that story?
No. She had no idea.
Huh.
That time you caught me with my head
There's
in the
also
freezer
eclairs.
because I was sneaking ice cream and I didn't want to offer you any.
You looked like a raccoon in a trash can. Just
Like, you don't even like sweets.
I was afraid I was gonna get slashed across the face with some nails.
With an eclair.
There's a chocolate cake for you.
Cool.
More food.
It doesn't say happy birthday, Andrew, but it has a picture of your heart.
Strawberry.
And you recently went on tour with Tear Dungeon, right? I saw you right before that, and you said you were excited, but there was going to be some debauchery.
Yeah, there was a lot of debauchery.
Good.
Um,
For those that don't know, Tear Dungeon is a wild, wild band that he's in.
I didn't know that was you. That's you?
yeah. Behind the mask.
Behind the mask. Behind.
Oh my
behind the
goodness, you're
mask.
in terror. That's crazy.
I mean, yeah, I can think of
Secrets
stories.
out, everybody.
I can think of stories from that one because it was recent. But we were in Baltimore and we had a day off, and we were doing pretty well. And I was like, "All right, you guys want to go get some seafood? We're in Maryland. There's some great seafood.
Oh, yeah.
It's like you guys can treat yourselves, but don't ball out." Those dudes ordered 12 market price crabs.
Oh shit.
Like,
They were like, oh, MKT.
yeah.
That must mean it's free.
like 30 oysters. Yeah, I just had a little like crab cake sandwich, and I was like, but I get a call from my girlfriend, and I've just laid down a pretty hefty amount of cash, like
Yeah.
$250. I was like, that should cover it. I get a text while I'm on the phone. They're like, you need to come back in here. It's way more than that. And I was like,
Oh no. Like we're sleeping in the van tonight.
it was like $500.
Oh shit.
We were idiots. Yeah.
Wow.
They're like,
I'm lumping myself in with the weed
Yeah.
to not call them idiots, but yeah.
it's like that episode of Seinfeld where Kramer just finds a net full of lobsters. And he's like, yeah, they were free.
Oh shit.
They come and shake them
That's
down.
a felony. Those things are expensive. It's like, why?
Damn. Yeah,
You
that'll
could just
put,
grab them out
They
of the
couldn't
ocean.
even eat all of them. Like we had to leave like 2 of them there, and the waitress was just like, "Oh yeah, I'll eat them after my shift. Thanks, guys."
dude,
yeah.
I was on a tour once in Japan with my friend Kenta Hayashi, and we were just craving American food. And we're like, let's just get Domino's, man. And we're like, man, I want some fucking pizza or something. And this is very do it yourself tour. We were just in his van. He was his solo project. And so he gets us Domino's and a bunch of it and stuff like that. And he's like, oh, just to let you guys know, that was really expensive. And I was like, what? And he's like, yeah. In Japan, yeah. It's really, American food is really expensive. So that was our balling out, was fucking Domino's. And I was like, shit.
Yeah.
God. All right. That was our $500 lobster.
Next time, sushi.
Next time, sushi, 100%. We fucked up. We didn't even get that much sushi because, yeah. But, so I feel you on that pain.
Yeah.
Yeah, I wasted that on Domino's.
Speaking of balling out, do I have chocolate on my face?
No, none that I see.
10.
Do you guys have a most Austin-y story or the most LA story or most New York story, like while traveling or here?
You'll like the Portland story.
Oh, let's do it.
This was like right when Portlandia came out.
Yeah.
And we open up I think we had a sliding door at that time. We open it up and we all basically fall out of the van in front of the venue. And there's a like middle-aged man with you know what a skullet is?
No.
It's like a mullet, but you're missing it all up here.
Oh, yeah.
Pulled back into a ponytail.
Wow.
And he's down on one knee and he's got two kids in front of him and he goes, "River, Gentry, we do not hit." Like dead serious. And I was just like, whoa.
Wow.
Like this, Portlandia.
It's
like this is
real.
Portlandia. Like,
Oh, Lord.
yeah.
I'm just glad they don't hit.
Yeah.
Because I don't want River and Gentry coming at me. Like,
We do not hit.
Is Gentry short for gentrification or something?
Yeah. It's got to be.
Shit. What kind of a name is that? Oh. Do you guys have a favorite soup? Now, this includes all soups. Ramen, pozoles, white people soups. I don't know, tomato soup or something. Whatever those are. Pho, any of them.
Soup peddler?
Soup peddler, yes.
White people
Whoops.
soup?
Whoops.
I
Yeah.
certainly like my soups made with a variety of people. I don't like exclusively white people in my soup.
You don't like white people soup? Just white people soup?
I can't say I've never tried it. But yeah, I'll have any people soup.
Any People Soup also sounds like a jam band from Portland.
Oh, yeah.
We're called Any People
From
Soup.
Bend, Oregon.
Yeah.
You don't even want to know the story of how we got that name. There's a cop involved, though.
There's a cop.
I think I got a tie for pho and borscht.
Borscht. What's borscht?
It's beet soup.
What the hell?
I
great.
like borscht, too.
Yeah.
Really?
So healthy.
It sounds like there'd be
Vibrant.
dumplings or something in there.
I think you
Potato?
usually potatoes. You throw like a dollop of sour cream in there.
Yeah. Right. Okay.
Really kick it up a notch.
Last time we did a podcast, the host was making soup,
Wait, really?
and you kept commenting that it smells like soup in here.
Yep.
What
Just
kind of soup
taking
was
me
it?
back. Oh, just a standard like chicken and vegetable.
Why was he making soup?
Because we
It
were
was like-
in his home.
Yeah.
Oh,
You're
just-
in his home.
And
It was
soup
like
hanging
takes
out?
a while.
it's like an hour or two before dinner.
Or maybe it's the best way to just boil down the people.
The white people soup.
Any People Soup.
Any people soup.
Fuck, I'm not inclusive enough. That's my bad. That is totally my bad.
So I mean, all of us are from Portland, but Kevin, he's from like New Jersey, so that's how we got Any People Soup. Like,
You got a Californian here. Well,
Great question. I feel like we should all look
could
at the
lie.
camera the way you
You
just
can
did,
lie.
though, because that was fun.
yeah. Just
Which one? That one?
Just look at this one. What's up, all you motherfuckers out there? We're here to tell you we're for every people, all right? We like every soup, you sons of bitches. Right? Except for white people soup. Just the white people soup.
Oh, I'll eat white people soup all day long.
Yeah, me too. I love me a tomato bisque.
No, I meant. I meant put them in the soup and let me process them through my body.
And shit them out.
Flush them down the
Flush them down the
toilet.
toilet.
But not any particular type of people.
Just all of them. Every people. Please plug, let us know anything we should know about. You guys are going on tour this summer. So get your asses out if you want to see one of the most liveliest damn shows in the world. They're coming to a city near you. Please get your asses in that room. It kicks off July 13th at Sagebrush and then goes on until December. So we'll be going a lot of places. Maybe this will be public or not public yet, but they'll be going all over. And make sure to go check them out because
Florida,
they're the best.
Canada.
man,
We
we haven't
love
been to
them.
Florida in a long time.
Yeah, I've never been to Florida. Shit.
We're going to Canada. We haven't been there in a long
I
time.
saw that. Yeah, you guys are going up there.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's gonna be great.
Can't wait
Is there-
to see you, Florida, Canada.
Floor Canada. Is there a place you guys are most excited about? Is it Florida or Canada?
No.
They can't wait to see you, Florida.
The only reason
wait.
I'm not stoked about Canada is I know we're gonna have to sit at the border for like 3 hours.
Oh, yeah, right. They're gonna have to search that whole van.
They search the whole van.
Jeez. Yeah.
Y'all hippies.
Y'all.
But then once they're done
smelly
searching it, they go, "All right, guys, play a good show." Like all dorky. Yeah.
Oh, I love it.
Yeah.
Well, sweet. What do you? What's the next one y'all want to play?
Sex and drugs.
Fuck yeah.
Don't let Canada hear it. Let me see the future, for I'm gone. Let my friends all die, for I go. 'Cause I'm too old to die young. I can't even remember being young. Let them play like youth is rock and roll. Let them dance away the heart and soul. 'Cause I'm too old to die young. I can't even remember being young. Well, the sex and the drugs, and we would get it from thoughts, and all the people we fucked, and all the hippies that sucked, all the hearts that we broke, all the liquor and coke, all the weed that we smoked. We were so hungry and broke. You can tell all the kids about the things that we did. Can't even remember being young. Can't even remember being young. Can't even remember being young. Can't even remember being.
Fuck yes. Thank you guys so much.
Yeah.
Rock and roll. All right. Find them on tour. Under the Marquee. Thank you guys.
Thank you.
Boom.